Jaguars rookie Tyree Brady has found himself in a similar role in a new place. From his toughest moments to his best, he has found himself as a role model to those around him. Our paths crossed in Jacksonville, where I learned he is becoming a role model to more kids than just his little brother. Auburn likes to claim Jordan-Hare Stadium is home of chaos. In the past 6 years, the Tigers have played spoiler to both Alabama and Georgia while playing at home.
Now, Tiger Walk is the official start to the Auburn game day experience, and the energy and electricity from Tiger Walk is brought inside Jordan-Hare Stadium, where people like this.
And Corey McCoy said his teammates would describe him as smart. His smart plays last Thursday against Callaway helped him lead his Bulldogs to their first win of the season, and also landed him as our Player of the Week. America's game is back, so Astros fans, grab your peanuts and Cracker Jacks and head on down to Minute Maid Park because baseball is back.
If you haven't been able to tell by the fans or the white toilet paper, I think you can tell who won the 2017 Iron Bowl.
Running back Eric Watts electrified the Opelika offense Friday night. Watts went for more than 100 yards and 2 touchdowns during the Bulldogs' win over Wetumpka. That performance last Friday earned him our title of Player of the Week.
Once you grab your Jungle Times and custom game sign, all that's left to do is get loud.
We talked about that you were suspended while at Miami and then were dismissed from the team. How did that motivate you into where you went to college next and where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, it motivated me a lot. You know, it actually showed me the biggest lesson in my life. You know, when I got dismissed from the team, I felt like I let my youngest brother and my mom down. You know, I'm his role model. You know, he looks up to me because, you know, we don't have that father figure in our life. So when I got dismissed, I felt like I let him down. So from there on, I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna do whatever I can to make him and my mom proud. So.
How did that performance help boost your confidence and your team's confidence heading into the rest of the season and the playoffs?
It was a big confidence booster. We secured a spot in the playoffs. We know what we have to do to win the region championship, and so we're just going to keep going.
Is there anyone else in your life that inspires you to keep pushing yourself in football?
My father and my mother.
And what makes them want to push you and inspire you to keep doing your best and playing better football?
My dad's in the military and he's been in the war twice, so, you know, he's definitely fought for our country and did a lot of things to help our family. So, you know, him being in the military, that pushes me, to, you know, to be the best I can be out here, because it could be worse. And my mother, you know, just like I said, my father's been in the military, so my mom has always been with us, and she's been strong, and she's, you know, raised us to be, you know, young men. So.
The loudest
crowd. Look, this is what I dreamed about. This is what I came here for.
roar.
You know, if there's always a better environment anywhere in college basketball tonight.
And the SEC. The Auburn Jungle has become a superior student section in college basketball, and Jungle leaders say it's even crazier than football.
If you're just a student in the Jungle, you're a huge Auburn basketball fan, and you just want to be here cheering on the team. It's kind of like the football student section, but a little bit louder and a little bit crazier.
But to be this loud, Jungle preparations begin days in advance, with Jungle President Chandler Fullman composing the Jungle Times.
Really, it's just to heckle the other team's players, just the little things like somebody has a bad haircut or just fun stuff to we can have fun with.
Auburn superfans get things started on game day, setting the Jungle tone bright and early.
And we get here 4 hours before the doors open and get painted up and get ready for the game.
It's not just the superfans. Regular Auburn students have been dying to be a part of the action inside, lining up hours before doors even open.
From 3 o'clock until the gates opened at 7, so 4 hours sitting in line.
5.5 hours before the game.
If getting painted up and waiting an eternity isn't enough for you, Jungle members also make custom signs each week to poke fun of their opponents.
They're just kind of like shots at the Bama team and that kind of thing.
Once you grab your Jungle Times and custom game sign, all that's left to do is get loud.
We just want to be as excited as possible.
To be a part of the Jungle, you can't just sit idly by. You have to be prepared to stand.
To stand up, you got to be loud. You got to be crazy. You got to be rowdy.
Yelling, screaming, and jumping are all expected of students in the Jungle. Auburn student Katie Shoemate also adds to her role by making sure she grabs one of several giant heads to do what she can to help her Tigers.
On the good, we wave it, or if we just get like really excited, we just like hold it up and go crazy. And especially when the opposing team's shooting free throws, we always got to hold it up.
As the game goes on, Jungle members know the atmosphere inside will only get crazier.
Be in here and it's going to be really loud and it's going to be rowdier than most football games.
And all this hard work by students doesn't go unnoticed.
My favorite part about being a part of the Jungle is when Bruce comes and like thanks us at the end, because we go crazy the entire game, and just like being able to get that recognition that we played a part in like throwing off the opposing team is really cool.
From inside the Jungle for Eagle Eye TV, Sarah Palczewski. The city of Auburn has officially been overtaken by a sea of orange and blue. With the new football season comes several changes to game day.
Today's kind of to figure out what all is going to happen this year.
Prior to Auburn's first game, Auburn Athletics announced 25 game day enhancements that would be coming to the Plains. Enhancements include RV parking, more concessions, and a sign-making station for Tiger Walk.
I think it's kind of cool, real neat game day experience. I think Auburn's finally starting to catch up with some of the other schools.
The biggest addition to the pregame experience was a tailgate outside of Plainsman Park that included food, games, and music.
I think having something for the young ones to do will encourage more families to come and tailgate.
Now, these game day enhancements that came outside the stadium, you might not have heard about before today, but the one that caused a lot of controversy is actually the one that's going to be right here, that involves a table.
We're super excited. It's going to be a really fun change to Auburn.
Athletics announced they would be adding a DJ to the student section, but the real question many students were asking was where the DJ was going to be.
We haven't seen any DJ. We've
been looking for
here, but yeah, we don't know.
Originally, the DJ was to be in front of the mic man on the field, but that didn't happen, leaving students wondering when he would show up.
I mean, if he shows up, maybe it could be a good thing. Yeah.
Athletics moved the DJ to the upper photo deck below the press box, an area that is hard to see. The move was prompted by potential rain, but the move is now permanent. In Auburn, Sarah Palczewski, Eagle Eye Sports.